Welcome to the beautiful island of Mallorca. Today we test drive the new Volkswagen T-Cross. The T-Cross is not only the newest, it's also the smallest SUV out of the Volkswagen brand. And Volkswagen says this car should deliver everything you expect from a car like this, and it should deliver even more in every aspect. If this is the truth, what the car delivers, where it's weak, and very important, how it's drive, let's find out now. When we look at the design of the T-Cross at the front, you immediately see this is a Volkswagen SUV because it's not only the logo, it's also many lines you know from other Volkswagen, let's say T models, so all the SUVs. But nevertheless, of course, you do find the big logo at the front, and that is framed by a quite thin, extremely wide grille. And this flows into the headlamps here. And very important with the headlamps is when you look a bit more lower down here, you find here the fog lamps and the daytime running lights. But if you order the LED headlamps, the daytime running light will move into here. And so this gives you the connection to the grille then. Important is, depending on the trim level you buy, they cost you 1,175 euros. But I think it's worth having the look. When you look down here at this element, which looks a bit like alloy, you can have this in the color of your car as well, depending on the trim level. And from time to time, for instance, at the R design, you will have a chrome element up here as well. But what's very important for the look of the car are these very dominant daytime running lights or fog lamps here, because they give the car the height, and this is something that pushes the width of the car. And so I think from the front, for such a small SUV, I think it looks quite pretty. Our test car features the 1-liter 3-cylinder petrol engine, the more powerful one, which delivers 85 kilowatts or 115 horsepower. And this is combined with a 6-speed manual gearbox in this car. And that together, I think, works quite well. It is quite quiet in the car, and the sound of the engine is quite nice. But when you accelerate and you really push the car, then you get, with higher revs, this typical 3-cylinder sound. This really is wah, which I think is not bad, and it's something you quickly get used to. But the car accelerates quite nice. And the very important thing is, with such an engine, you can save some petrol. And the same way is the steering of the car. It is precise enough to give you the feeling of having the car under perfect control without being nervous, let's say it that way. So that gives you the opportunity to drive the car on one hand quite relaxed and easy. On the other hand, if you want to do it a bit more sporty, you do really have the car under control and can steer the way you want. The first thing that catches your eyes at the side of the T-Cross are for sure the wheels here, because they really look completely different. Very important is the T-Cross comes as standard with 16-inch alloys, but you can also order 17 or 18-inch. But we do have the so-called energetic orange design package on board, and that then comes with 18-inch wheels in 2 colors. Very important is that costs you 690 or 790 euros extra, depending on the trim level you order. Also part of this design package are these rearview mirrors in the color of your car and the dark side windows, starting at the B pillar. When you look at the whole car, the car is based on the same platform as the Volkswagen Polo, which is the MQB A0 platform, but with 4.11 meters, the T-Cross is about 5 centimeters longer than the Polo, and with 1.58 meter height, the T-Cross is nearly 14 centimeters higher than the Volkswagen Polo. Of course, to make the car look a bit more like an SUV, you find this wheel arch claddings here as well as here at the side to give the car a bit more robust look. But what I really like with the side is this element here, so these 2 lines, because especially with our color, they really do a lot regarding to light and shadow, and that really makes the color of a car look a bit like you have 3 different colors on the side of your car. When you then go a bit more to the end of the car, what I really do like is here this black rooftop spoiler, as well as the black side of the taillights with these 3 illuminated stripes here, because I think that together, especially with our color, really gives the side of the car the extra kick. So now I found the person responsible for the powertrains of the T-Cross, Matthias Tonn. Matthias, I have a question. You now showed us a quite light, small let's say, SUV or crossover. What kinds of engines are planned for the car?
It's a market launch. We are starting with a 1.0 liter TSI with 70 kilowatts with a manual gearbox. The next one is a 85 kilowatt version. It's also a 3-cylinder TSI engine. We'll offer this one with a 6-gear manual gearbox and a 7-gear double clutch gearbox.
And are there any other engines planned, maybe more powerful or diesel?
We expect a diesel engine, and till the end of the year another petrol engine with 4-cylinder.
By the way, the 4-cylinder engine, the petrol one, as far as I know, will be the 150 horsepower version, and the diesel I expect a 1.6 liter with 95 horsepower. The car we see here is powered front-wheel driven. Is this the only thing we can expect, or is there a reason why you did?
We offer the vehicle with only front-wheel drive because this vehicle is created for urban regions and we don't expect a high demand for 4-wheel drive. But this car is developed on the MQB platform, and there we have a lot of opportunities.
Looking at the rear of the T-Cross, the first thing you really see are these taillights. Very important is they come as standard with LED technology, and they are connected with this reflector here. And this together with this black frame really gives the T-Cross a unique look from the rear. You instantly see this is a T-Cross. And when you look a bit further down here, of course you have the T-Cross signature, and you do find, let's say, a kind of a diffuser and this frame again, which we already know from the front. And this is something that really gives the car a better stance. But what I really like with the rear is you will find no fake exhaust pipes, because there is no exhaust, and that to me really makes perfect sense. The space the T-Cross offers here at the front is absolutely fine, even for a tall person like me with nearly 2 meters. As you can see, I still have some head space left. My seat is not at the end of the possible positions, and I have to say the seating is very nice. It offers more than enough comfort, it offers enough support, and really do sit very nicely in the car. And importantly, you can adjust the steering wheel the way you want, so you really have the car under a good control, still sitting very comfortably in the car. When we talk about the rear seats, of course it could be a bit tight behind me, but we're going to check that out during a short stop. So let's find out how much space is behind me. My seat is in the standard position. I'm gonna squeeze in. Hello. But wow. Yeah, it is working. I do not have any headrest left, but I can sit normally. But then my head and the roof are very close to each other. In front of my knees there is no space left, but it works. What is positive is I can move my feet, which I really do like. But here, this is really on the edge. But I think we're still talking about a small SUV. For the T-Cross, you can order for 400 euros the so-called active info display, which is a full digital cockpit. On top of this, you can have up to 8-inch touchscreens for your infotainment system, and the car, of course, is quite modern. That infotainment system then features everything you know from Volkswagen. You do have a very nice sat-nav, you do have a very nice radio, very good sound, and you can order a Beat sound system as well if you want, including a subwoofer. And the car, of course, offers all the connectivity you want, because this must be a modern car for modern people. And so what you can do easily is you can connect your car using Apple CarPlay or your mobile phone using Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, and you can also use Bluetooth to connect your mobile device. And if you want, you can also use the Volkswagen app, which gives you the opportunity to check the status of your car wherever you are via this app. So the car, as said, is quite modern. Regarding to the idea of modern, the car, because of our design package, offers a orange applications here at the dashboard, at the center console, and here the dashboard is a bit mixed with black. I think it looks quite nice, but I think it's something where you say maybe after a couple of months, is this really the right choice? So you better think twice about that. But nevertheless, the quality and the craftsmanship here inside of the car is really nice. But we do drive a small car, which means we do find plastic nearly everywhere. But this is something absolutely common in this kind of a car. And very important, it all looks very solid, very, very nicely made. And so I don't care if that's plastic or not. So next to me now is Susan Kirstein. Susan is responsible for the product marketing of the new VW T-Cross. Susan, I have a question. I think this is a car which looks very modern, very fresh, and is something for young people. But I think young people, they want to have their car, they want to individualize their car, and they're looking for connectivity. What does that car feature regarding to this?
That car, you can choose between 3 design packages with a very colorful. You've got a alloy wheel in energetic orange or bamboo garden green or in black or silver, and you in the interior of the car you have a very colorful dashboard.
When we talk about connectivity, what are the features of that car?
The car is connected with your mobile phone, so you have the possibility to, I think, from everywhere you can see what the status of the car is.
And are there any other features? How do I connect it?
You need the app, your mobile phone, and the car.
That's
it.
When we talk about, let's say, your car, what is the most beloved thing regarding to the T-Cross?
The colors. I like the colors, the wheels in a special color, the possibility to choose the airline exterior package or the design package. The car is big in the inner, and everywhere I think everywhere you can find a parking space with this car in the big cities.
The T-Cross, of course, should be modern and fresh, but it also needs to be practical. And if you look about the storage spaces here in the car, it's quite nice. You have enough space here at both of the doors. You do find 2 cup holders here in the center console, and you do find an adjustable armrest, and beneath that one you have another compartment. Then here at the front you do have a compartment which you can optionally use for wireless charging of your mobile devices. And to give you the opportunity to connect your mobile devices, you do find 2 USB slots here at the front and 2 at the rear. So I think that really is something modern and fresh. And what I really like is the idea here with the dashboard, because there's another small compartment here at the top of the dashboard, so it's not an unused space. You can just put something in there and you instantly can grab it again. I think it's perfect for your wallet. The T-Cross comes as standard, quite well equipped, and this is the same with the driver assistant and safety system. So the car comes as standard with a so-called city assistant with the emergency braking and pedestrian recognition, and very important, the car now features as well an active lane assist. But this is because of the Euro NCAP, so you need to have that to get all the full points. But with this lane assist, I'm not a big friend of that when I drive through the countryside. But easy now, you have a special button here for the assistance systems at the steering wheel. You just press that, you just say, okay, I don't like it, or you like it, and off you go, you can drive. Optionally, or if you want, you can have a whole variety of extra assistance systems like parking sensors, rear view camera, you can have a rear cross traffic alert, you can have an adaptive cruise control, so everything you want is possible for the T-Cross.
The list of competitors of the Volkswagen T-Cross includes the Opel Crossland X and the Seat Arona. Although there are no significant differences regarding to the equipment of the base model, the base price of the Volkswagen T-Cross with 17,975 euros is about 1,600 euros higher than the Seat. The Opel with 18,400 euros is similar to the level of the Volkswagen. But the Opel is about 10 centimeters longer and almost reaches the size of the Volkswagen T-Roc.
The Volkswagen T-Cross offers a boot capacity between 385 up to 455 liters with the rear seats up. And this is because you can move the rear bench up to 14 centimeters, and this feature comes as standard with the T-Cross. And very important is down here you do find a very large compartment because we do not have an extra wheel in here. There's only an emergency kit in here, so there's plenty of space. And very important is if you fold down the rear seats, the boot capacity of the T-Cross increases up to 1,281 liters, and I think this is one of the best numbers in the segment.
However, the distance to the competitors regarding to the load space is not large. The Opel Crossland X offers 410 to 1,255 and the Seat Arona 400 to 1,280 liters of room in the luggage compartment. Like the Volkswagen T-Cross, the basic version of the Opel Crossland X and the Seat Arona are powered by a 3-cylinder petrol with a 5-speed manual gearbox. Depending on the engine and trim level, all vehicles can be ordered with an automatic gearbox or 6-speed manual transmissions. A 4-wheel drive version is not available for any of these 3 models.
That was my first test drive with the new Volkswagen T-Cross, the smallest SUV out of the Volkswagen brand. Something about the car in general. I really do like the exterior design because I think it's not too much, but it's still got its own look. And I really think the car looks absolutely worth the money. When you go into the interior, what I really like is there's plenty of space for driver and co-driver. Even me as a tall person, I still do not come to the point where I say it's uncomfortable. There's still enough space even for a tall person like me, but I have to be honest, behind me, yeah, there's not so much space left, but we're talking about a small car. When you see that car, I think compared to the Polo, what I really do like, you have about 10 centimeters higher where you sit. So your seat position is 10 centimeters higher than with the Polo, and that makes entering the car and getting out of the car a lot easier. And of course, the look around is from a bit more above, and that really makes life a lot easier. When we look then at the interior design, I really think the car is modern and fresh, and it offers the opportunity to really, let's order the car the way you really want it. You want more colors, you can get that. You want the car a bit more easy, you can have that as well. And very important, you can have all the extras. The car offers a whole variety of driver assistance safety systems, of modern infotainment, and everything you would like to ask for. Regarding to the engine, I think the 1-liter 3-cylinder really makes a good job in the car. We drove the car with a 6-speed manual gearbox. That works absolutely fine, but I would suggest to try the 7-speed automatic gearbox because I think that makes the drive even more comfortable, more easy, and you don't have to shift that much the gears. So that really gives the car an extra push. When we talk about consumption, Volkswagen says the car should take 4.9 liters per 100 kilometer driven. That's not the number we reached during our test drive. We took about 6 liters, but I have to be fair, for us it was driving around in circles, like across the camera, back again, across the camera. So we're not driving standardly, and I think if you drive the car the normal way, there should be a number at least at 5.5 for something like it. Regarding to the price, the Volkswagen T-Cross starts at an interest price of 17,975 euros, but that's the smallest version. Our car here with a style trim level and the bigger engine, that starts a little bit over 23,700, and with all the extras you should expect something, I think about 26,000, but it's still then a car with everything on board, so you shouldn't ask for more. And I think if you're looking for a city SUV, not too big, but still with the benefits of an SUV, you should have to have a test drive with the new T-Cross, because that car can deliver everything you need.